I want to take you back in time, and I want to take you to the present, and I want to take you to the future. But first, I got to do some housekeeping. I called out to work today, and I look in the audience, and if he'll stand up, Richard Morrison. My boss happened to be here today, so I got some explaining to do when I get done with this. Richard's a good friend, a good mentor, and he's a great boss to work for, and I enjoy him, and my work family's here, and I appreciate each one of y'all being here. But the most important person in the room for me today, if you'll stand up, Lisa Raines, my beautiful wife, high school sweethearts. We grew up together. We knew each other, believe it or not, when we were 7 years old. My uncle sold her dad a stereo. Is that redneck or what? That long ago. And we knew each other and didn't like each other. And come high school time, we kind of liked each other. But I want to thank Courtney with Central Fort Bend Chamber for the great introduction. I appreciate it so much. I appreciate y'all. The Chamber has been nothing but kind to me, and I really appreciate you folks very, very, very much. My good friend, Relentless Defender back there. There you back there? Yep, there he is, hiding out. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate you so much. You're good people, and we love you. And all right, so I want to introduce my council. If council would stand up, this is what government is about. When you get a group of good people that work together, respect each other, and listen, this is what government's all about. I want to first introduce Alicia Casillas, Isaac Davila, Mayor Pro Tem Mark Morales, Councilor Tim Anders. And I tell you, these folks are hardworking people. And Susan Newton, sorry. These folks are hardworking people, and they love what they do, and they're passionate at what they do, and they make things happen for us in Rosenberg. And it is a true honor to serve with them. I love them to death. All right, Vince Lombardi once said, individual commitment to a group effort is what makes a team work, a company work, a society work, a civilization work. In our case, teamwork is what makes the city work. And Rosenberg wouldn't be what it is without the folks that are here in this city. And we're going to recognize a few of them today. We're going to make them stand up. John Marsh, our city manager. Joyce Vasut, our assistant city manager. Danielle Swint, our city secretary. Our police chief, Jonathan White. Assistant Chief Jarrett Netherin. All right, I'm going to try real hard, Rigo. I promise you, I was going to do it. Rigo Calzone Seen, Executive Director of Public Service. Great man, love him. Travis Tanner, Executive Director of Code Compliance. All right. Fire Chief Daryl Hemley. Fire Marshal Curtis Campbell. Assistant Fire Chief Daryl Marquetta. Ashley Williams, Director of Human Resources. Bob Kinsey, Building Official. Eddie DeLeon, Director of Utilities. And the wonderful Miss Jackie Waring, Assistant Director of Economic Development. Luis Garza, Assistant Director of Finance. Mara Hartzell, Director of Animal Control. Melissa Pena, Program Director. And I'm telling you, this is the smartest lady in the city. I love her to death. She knows where everything's at. Shelton Bisson, Director of Information Technology. In the back. Thank you, sir. And I'm going to try another name I have been struggling with, and I'm going to try to get it right this time. Tanya Quituan, our Director of Communications. I apologize from the bottom of my heart. But these folks are the backbone of Rosenberg. This is what makes our city happen. We're blessed to be elected to City Council and serve, but it's these folks that are in the grind every day that make things happen for us, and we're so proud of what they do. I'm a huge supporter of veterans. Do we have any veterans in our audience here with us tonight? If you would, please stand up for me so we can recognize you guys and ladies. Awesome, man. That is awesome. That's awesome. And that's what this country is about, is folks like you that went and served and protected our freedoms, and we thank you from the bottom of our hearts. It means so much. But Rosenberg I moved here in the early 90s, and Rosenberg For some folks, it's been here a long, long time, and some of us, it's been here for a short time. I've been here about 30 years. And when we moved out here 30 years ago, it was kind of crossing that divide from a farming town to a town that was trying to find its purpose. And so it was changing. Rosenberg encompasses 37 square miles of its corporate city limits. 70 square miles are in our ETJ. And the most staggering fact that I find interesting about Rosenberg is 50% undeveloped. Rosenberg is 50% undeveloped, and it's a hub of Fort Bend County. And I'm telling you, there's so much things you're going to see coming up on these slides. It's going to blow your mind, because it blows my mind every time I see something new pop up. This town has so much opportunity. But we had some great times last year. At 2022, sales tax revenue, we had $27,391,546. I like putting all that instead of rounding it up, because that's pretty cool. That I remember a time years and years ago, and I think that was probably back during Mayor Gorecki's time, we was lucky to get, I think, $100,000 or $200,000 sales tax a month. And I mean, we have grown so fast and so great. So I'm proud of it. Over $3 billion worth of taxable property the city encompasses, and that number is steadily on the climb every day, every week. The one figure that I thought was really interesting, because we see growth in our ETJ, but to see over 500 home starts in the city limits of Rosenberg is truly impressive. Rosenberg is booming, and I'm here to tell you, Warren Buffett said it, we sat in the shade of a tree because someone planted it, and that's our forefathers that came before us and laid all the groundwork and made the city what it is. Those folks, we're living off of what they've created for us, and I'm really excited to be a part of that. There are 11 major new developments in works now in the city and ETJ of Rosenberg. That's 2,610 acres and 7,495 lots. That's staggering. It blows my mind. I mean, over 7,000 lots are still to be developed, and we're still got room to grow. I mean, that's huge. That's changing for this town. Number one is Starbridge Subdivision coming up on US 59 south toward Beasley in our ETJ. We'll have shy of 963 acres, 2,300 lots. Number two is Bridal Meadows, located off of 360 between Beasley and Needville in our ETJ. We'll have 408 acres with nearly 1,500 homes on it. Number three is Miller's Pond Pass. And number four, Hallamore Farms, both located on Cottonwood Church and Cottonwood School Road in our ETJ. That's over 1,100 lots there for those developments. Another one we'll talk more in detail a little bit, but number five, the Fairgrounds Apartments, located at 36 and 59 in that open field area by our fairgrounds. They're building an apartment complex there. 312 units will be a part of that. Danziger Tract off Copeland Road in our city limits will develop 757 lots on it. Number 8 is Arabella on the Prairie. Number 9 is Steel Creek Ranch Phase 2. And number 10, Windstone on the Prairie, all in the area of Powerline and Mennonite Roads. And our ETJ will have combined 278 acres with 776 lots developed. And number 11, Stone Creek Estates off of Ameyer Road in our ETJ will have 400 lots on 104 acres ready to welcome folks to our great community. So there's a lot of good things happening in and around us. But the growth doesn't stop there. Commercial growth is happening, and I'm happy to see commercial growth. As some of us that's been here for a long time, we've always had to go outside of Rosenberg to get what we need, but we're getting that where it's turning around. That stuff is coming to us, and we can just drive right down the street and get our needs taken care of. So I'm excited about it. All right. We are at Rosenberg Business Park, and that's at the 2218 and Bryan Road area. Over 78% of the original 184-acre tracts has been sold to 14 users and developers. Another 6% is under construction. Biotics purchased over 8.5 acres of development of their new facility and nearing completion. There's a very high-end light industrial development which will create jobs and new opportunity taxes, which has the intention of the park. We're expecting other developments such as the Bobcat Equipment Facility to kick off soon. Supply chain challenges have slowed things down, and working in the supply chain, and I'm sure a bunch of you have too, how hard it is to get things we need to get things done, and that's got to slow down, and I hope to God we can get that caught up soon so we can get things working like they should. It was a strange fact. We bought a door 3 weeks ago for $219. Buy the same door 3 weeks later, and it's $279. I mean, it's insane. All right. There we go. Thank you. Just around the corner, Rosenberg Development entered into a performance agreement with Brazos Town Center. And I'm going to stop right there because the RDC table here, if you folks would stand up for me, because I want to recognize you. These men and women give their time and their energy and their talent to serve on the RDC. They plan a lot of things. They work with businesses. Thank y'all very, very much for what you do, and thank you for your service. But Brazos Town Center is one of those areas that they've worked a lot on. They help with the developer put in a roadway to open up more access off of 59 to make the drive-through there good. So, moving south on 59, we have the new Village Crossing development, which recently opened its first store, Cavender's Western Wear. Village Crossing is 108 acres and plans to attract national retailers, entertainment options, office users, as well as a variety of commercial projects. In a public-private partnership, the city and the developer extended the Airport Avenue to US 59, complete with infrastructure to sustain the commercial growth. So I'm excited for that little corner right there at 2218 and 59. I think it's going to be good. Nearby on FM 2218, we have the new commercial office for the Texas Department of Health and Services. And I don't know if anybody's been to that location in a while. They really need it, and I think it's a great opportunity for them, but that's going to be right there at 2218, a brand new facility that they're building, and we're excited to have it. Working on down 59 to the northeast corner of town, another state project, the Texas Department of Public Safety Mega Center. Now, I think back to you folks that's been here in Rosenberg when we had to go over off of 2218 and Avenue N and wait in those horrendous lines to get driver's license. And then they built the Mega Center, and we thought, wow, this is cool. And then the Mega Center started getting backed up. Well, now they're building another one, so that tells you. So that's great. It's here in Rosenberg, and it makes it convenient for us. All right, this is one I was telling you about, the Fairgrounds apartment complex. We have 37-acre development by Satea that will bring retail, restaurant, and residential options to Rosenberg. 312-unit Fairgrounds apartment, a 4-story complex, which units range from 670 square feet to 1,500 square feet, will occupy 15 acres and incorporate a beer garden. Now, I think I'm going to sell my house and I'm moving there. If they got a beer garden, that's a win. I didn't even get past anything when they said beer garden, that was enough, but they got picnic tables, barbecue pits, pool, a clubhouse, and a golf simulator. So that adds a little more sweetness to the deal. Fitness center, big deal. Yoga studio, big deal. Jogging trail, big deal. For the ladies, Amazon Delivery Center. They're going to have that in there as well. So this looks like it's going to be a great development. I can't wait to see it once it's up and running. All right, the development will be flanked by a mix of restaurants and retail. And I don't know if you've seen it, but they've already started construction on that, and a lot of those little restaurants are popping up. I know a few of the people on staff are excited about the Starbucks. I know the sign is up, if I remember right. The sign is up, and it's ready to go. And I've never had Dutch Brothers Coffee, but on Mennonite Road, they're building a Dutch Brothers Coffee shop. I've never had it, so I can't tell you what it is, good, bad, ugly, I don't know. But they're building one of those, and we'll have one of those on the other end of town. All right, there we go. Buildings are currently being constructed. There's going to be right there at that 3659 with all the growth and stuff at the fairgrounds, an Arby's, Taco Buena. And to add to my beer garden, there's a Harbor Freight there. So, I got my beer garden and my Harbor Freight, so that's going to be a win-win when I move over there. As you can see the map, there are quite a few others that have expressed interest in the area. Blue Wave Car Wash, AutoZone, in the process of getting permits. Right behind the development of Fort Bend County is Epicenter. I am so proud of this. This is a crown jewel, and I'm looking for Commissioner Morales. Thank you for looking out for Rosenberg and Fort Bend. This is going to be huge. This is a game changer for Rosenberg, and I'm excited, very excited to have it. 195,000 square foot, $120 million multi-purpose venue adjacent to the fairgrounds. When you see the inside of this thing and what we can do with it, it's going to blow your mind. We can have our graduations back here in Rosenberg again. We're not going to Katy to graduate our kids. We can have all our graduations here in Rosenberg, Fort Bend County. I'm excited about that. Partnering with the fairgrounds, the way I understand a little bit, they can hold a lot of the concerts there at the fairground, at the Epicenter. It's laid out where they want to do basketball tournaments. You can do multiple basketball tournaments going on there. It does so much. And the way I understand, and I may be wrong on this, Commissioner, it's 7 counties around us. It'll attract them to this area. And when you're attracting folks to this area, sales tax from restaurants, hotels, all that great stuff that goes along with it. So the epicenter, we were truly blessed to get that, and we thank Commissioner Morales for working real hard on that project. Thank you, sir. All right, the good old Triple Fork. Intersection connects US 90, Highway 36, and Spur 529 along the 2 rail lines. We, being on the RDC, I've served on them with those folks, there is so much interest out there at that Triple Fork area. It would blow your mind, some of the companies that's wanting to move out there. Like I said, Rosenberg is the hub of Fort Bend County. We have rail, we have major highways, we've got the Spur 10, the loop that goes there. We have so much access, especially these commercial companies that want to come to Fort Bend, aka Rosenberg, and it gives them a lot of what they need. So I'm excited about some of the growth and opportunity that's fixing to happen out that way, and I think it's going to be awesome for us. Revitalization. I love revitalization. I don't want to lose the old with all the new. I think you got to remember where you came from and have that available to you. So revitalization is so important to me, and I think we've demonstrated that with our downtown. When we've had events down there, I've had people come up to me and they love the old downtown concept rather than something new. They love that old feel and that old vibe during the Christmas time. I think a lot of folks see that and they're happy with it. We've got our wine walk. We had to change some ordinances where we could have an open drinking access downtown where we can host more events. We have our first wine walk March the 19th. I'm excited to be there. I'm going to try to leave my beer garden out there at the apartment and come downtown for the wine walk and explore downtown. And it's great. The shop owners down there, they're super people, and they're very happy and excited for folks to come down, and they love to host events down there, and we're excited for them. Major focus of the coming year will be the revitalization of US 98. When I was first elected mayor, one of my most important things was putting a Blue Ribbon Committee together for US 98. I do not want the old to be forgotten with the new. I get it that new is coming. I get that. But we got to hold on to our past a little bit and know where our roots are. And US 98 is a major corridor between us, Richmond, and Rosenberg. And I think it's so important that we look at ways to invest in that and bring people into the game that can help us achieve that goal to keep that vital and keep that artery flowing like it should be. So I'm so excited. I love quality of life. If the pandemic didn't teach us anything, it taught us get outside. I know when the pandemic hit, my wife and I, we went stir crazy staying at home, and we went looking for things in nature to do, maybe getting away from other folks like we needed to be, but hitting nature, getting outside, learning. And I tell you, it was great. We had some great experiences going into the state parks, things like that. So I think parks are so important to our community, and I think they're very valuable. Early on in my running for mayor, I had a group come to me and said, hey, over in this park, the old timers don't have a pavilion where they can go and sit and host events and things. We were able to work together as a city council and get that done. A $60,000 shade structure. I think it's a 50 by 40 shade structure with picnic tables under it, and folks can sit and enjoy and have a good time, and I think it's well used. We're fixing to fix the sidewalk going to it. We had some issues with the sidewalk, so we were able to correct that and get that fixed for us. That Seabourn Park, this I can't brag about enough. To me, this is a showcase, one of the crown jewels of Rosenberg. I love it. It's huge. You see a lot of families out there. You go out there, and it makes you smile when you see families interacting outside, exercising, walking, fishing. We're holding our fishing tournament out there for the kids February the 26th. It's a pretty big event. The kids love it. Everyone shows up, and it's a big deal, so we're excited for it. And this is another one that I'm proud of. And I'm not going to take the victory lap because there was one man that picked up the football years ago and got this thing started. And I was blessed to be able to get it to council, and council agreed that this is a good thing. And I'm going to ask Vincent Morales if he'll stand up for me real quick. This is Rosenberg 101, and what this is we take a group of citizens that come in and they want to learn about city government and how it functions, the ins and outs. This is what's important. Commissioner Morales was something he wanted to do years ago, put the ideal together, and I was blessed to pick up that package and move forward. Thank you, sir, very, very much. We're truly indebted to you. And I say all the time, I walk in the shadow of giants. Commissioner Morales was also a mayor here in Rosenberg. Mayor Gorecki back over there. Mayor Lupi Ariste is here, and I hope to goodness I didn't miss one of them because I don't want to make one of them mad at me because it's election time. I don't need somebody mad. But the things that they did back then that they thought, okay, this might work, this might be good, the chances that they took for Rosenberg, and now it's paying off so well. And I love it. I'm happy. I'm excited. And I'm just honored to be a part of that crowd of folks. So it makes me feel good. But Rosenberg 101, it kicked off 2 weeks ago. We got our first class, our inaugural class in there. We're going to get them through it, get some feedbacks from them, and see if we can improve it, make it better. But I want to see that from years to come to teach folks about our city because we have so many people move into Rosenberg, and they may not realize they're in the city, and they need to know, who's my city council person? What does the city do for me? And it gives them a little understanding of that. So I'm so excited about it. All right, so I blabbered on long enough. I went through it. Our town was named after Henry Rosenberg. He brought the steam engine to our part of the world, and we took off from there. It's amazing how a train stop turned into the town it is, and something we can stand here and be proud of today. And I'm excited for Rosenberg. I can't tell you enough. Hold on, it's coming. And you better get your seat on the train right now because it's fixing to take off. But I told you I was going to take you in the past, and I'm going to take you in the past real quick. And I want you to close your eyes, and I want you to envision the first concert you ever went to. I want you to think about that concert, okay? I'm going to tell you mine, and you can keep yours your secret, or you can share it with someone if you want to. But the first concert I went to was at Stephen F. Austin at the Coliseum. We went and saw Eddie Money. I don't know if a lot of you might know Eddie Money, but us old heads, we know Eddie Money. So my wife and I, who we were dating during that time, she was going to Stephen F. Austin. We went to the concert, and I want to say it was Heart was the band that followed. Who cared? We were there for Eddie, and that was that. So as soon as Eddie finished his part, we leave. We go down the road, and there's a truck stop down there. And so we get out of the truck stop, and we're walking the coolers where you open the coolers, and we're getting our soda. And I look over, and there's this guy getting chocolate milk out of the cooler. And I'm like, what? And he's like, yeah, dude, I'm Eddie Money. That's as far as it went. I couldn't say anything, couldn't ask a question or whatever. But I just think, sitting out as a young kid, sitting out on that stage watching Eddie Money play, and I think, man, this guy he's got to be awesome. So you guys are my rock concert today. So I thank you so much for being here. I appreciate it. And with that said, being a rock concert, I got T-shirts, and I'd love to see some hands that want some T-shirts. I got T-shirts. So y'all can help me continue my rock concert, and we can get it. All right. Oh, you got any more over here? I got 2 at that table. One more coming. All right. Here we go. Yep. Oh, here we're coming at you. All right. Uh-oh, you want me to go deep now. Oh, my goodness. Woo! We did good on that one. I got 2 more. There we go. Up. One more coming. But thank y'all so much. We appreciate you, and we appreciate the chamber for what you do for us, and we love you very much. Thank y'all.